Hi everyone! I just returned from a trip to Seoul, South Korea earlier this month, and while I was there, I had to get my hands on some Korean beauty as well as skincare products. So Korean beauty is something that's been blowing up the last couple years in the beauty market in general. I actually did a good amount of research and watched YouTube videos and made a list of products that I knew I really wanted to get my hands on and to try out for myself. While I was actually there, although I didn't manage to pick up everything on my list, I picked up around 80%, so I thought I'd share with you guys what I did get and how I feel about the products that I've tried out thus far. Starting with skincare, I got my hands on two cleansers. The first one is the Salicylic Acid Exfoliating Cleanser by CosRX, and this is a brand that I had heard a lot about. What I love about this brand is that it claims to be both affordable and effective. And this cleanser is an exfoliating cleanser that reduces acne breakouts and promotes clearer skin. So the whole CosRX line is supposed to be targeted towards problematic skin, and they have a lot of acne fighting products such as this cleanser. My husband Sam deals with regular acne breakouts, so this is something I wanted to pick up both for him to use on a more regular basis and for me to grab when I feel like my skin just needs that extra TLC. Secondly, this cleanser I've been really excited about. I had heard about this ever since I got interested in Korean beauty. This is the Miracle Rose Cleansing Stick by Zoom 37. What I love about this is that it's a cleansing stick, which is really innovative and cool and something that, I feel like American beauty brands don't do too much of. Not only is it extremely travel friendly because it's a solid and not a liquid, you can just throw it on your carry-on bag and bring it with you everywhere. It is also an extremely luxurious experience to wash your face with this stick. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually real rose petals embedded in the cleansing stick. And it smells so beautiful if you enjoy the smell of roses. If you don't, I don't know that this is for you because it is extremely rose scented. I've been using this as the second step of my double cleanse process at night. So if you don't know what a double cleansing is, it's basically a Korean cleansing method where you start off with an oil-based cleanser, and that's supposed to grab onto all your makeup and remove all of the makeup residue, including mascara. Then you go in with an actual cleanser, in this case this cleansing stick, to wash and exfoliate your face. So I've been using this as step 2 and really loving it. Immediately after using this to cleanse, I felt such a difference in my skin. It felt baby soft, and I actually ran to Sam and asked him to touch my skin because it was just so smooth and soft, and this is something I would highly recommend. Next is the Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop. It comes in this really cool psychedelic packaging. This is something that I had heard really good reviews about as well, so I wanted to pick it up to try. It contains pure vitamin C and centella extracts, and it basically is a skin repairing serum. It's an antioxidant treatment serum, and it helps protect the skin from UV damage and improve skin tone and texture. I had not used too many serums in the past, and I know that that's such a huge component of Korean skincare that I really want to incorporate something like that into my routine. I believe they recommend you use a few times each week. It's not really something you're supposed to use every day because of the pure vitamin C, and it tends to be a really active ingredient that you don't want to overdo. So I've been using this around 2 times a week. You can either directly apply to your face, and it has this great dropper that makes it extremely easy for application. And as you can see, it's liquidy, but it also has some grip to it. So you can either apply a drop of 2 like this directly onto your face after cleansing and before moisturizing, or you can mix it in with your moisturizer if you have more sensitive skin and apply it onto your face that way. Next is a cult favorite, and if you are someone who's checked out the Korean beauty scene, you've probably heard about this product. This is the Clean at Zero Balm by Vanilla Co. And this has been a cult favorite for years. It's supposed to be that oil cleansing of the double cleansing routine I talked about earlier. This is the first step to removing your makeup. And it came in several different sizes. I believe this is the standard size, and it's basically a tub. And it comes with an applicator. And what you do is you can just grab a little bit of the product. And as you can see, it starts off as a solid. And as you kind of work it over your skin and it warms it up, it becomes a liquid, and it really grabs onto your makeup. Even stubborn waterproof mascara, and takes it away from your face and strips it from your face without being harsh. I really enjoy this because I just hate that feeling when you've removed your makeup and you're ready to go to bed and you wake up the next morning and there's still mascara residue on your face. I think it's so important to do a thorough cleanse and make sure that it's free of any makeup. So this really does the job. It doesn't have a strong scent or anything, so very easy to incorporate into your routine, and I have been enjoying this a lot as well. YouTuber that I follow, Joan, she highly recommends these pads by CosRX, and so I picked up 2. First is the One Step Pimple Clear Pad, and it comes in this little tub. And what's great about these is they're also super travel friendly, since there's a ton of little pads in here that are already soaked in the product. And the Pimple Clear Pad is something that's supposed to exfoliate and treat breakouts, as well as wipe away excess dirt, oil, and purify clogged pores. So this is just perfect if you're someone who's a little lazier and don't want to go through, you know, the hassle of bringing a product as well as cotton pad. This is a one-step process, and I've been really enjoying using these. I also picked up the One Step Moisture Up Pad. My skin, although I have a really oily T-zone, tends to get pretty dry in the summer months, and especially when I'm traveling, it gets extremely dry because on airplanes, so much of the moisture gets sucked out of your skin that I really like to bring moisturizing skincare products when I'm flying long distances. This is something that I use consistently on my flights, and I really did feel like it made me feel more fresh and awake. Another item that was on my list to get was the Next Care Blemish Clear Cover. This is what it looks like. You can pick this up at most Korean kind of pharmacies or drugstores, such as Olive Young. This is where I got mine. And what it is, it's basically a pimple patch that looks like this. It comes in a packet of 2 or 3 of these. And they do have different sizes depending on the size of your blemish. I had heard great things about this product, and it's something innovative that we don't really have here in the States, so I definitely want to try it out. It is a clear pimple cover that you use to apply when you're getting a breakout or when you wake up with a breakout, and you leave it on ideally overnight, and the next morning it's supposed to make your pimple disappear. And so it definitely sounds like this is something that I want to have in my medicine cabinet at all times for those days when you have an event coming up and you wake up with a blemish. This seems like the perfect solution, and my husband Sam actually loves these. He tried them out the first night we got them, and we immediately picked up 5 more boxes of these because he's very prone to breakouts, and so these are a lifesaver for someone like him who wants a quick fix and something easy that he can just incorporate into his night routine. And of course, I couldn't leave Korea without picking up some face masks, and I picked up all of my face masks from Innisfree. As you can see, I have quite a few here. When I visited their store, they were actually having a promotion. It was buy 10, get 5 masks as a gift. So I did pick up 10. There were a lot of different options, such as honey, as well as rose, and just a ton of different flavors for you to pick and choose from. Who doesn't love putting on a mask on at night? It's just a really easy and affordable way to pamper yourself. Well, that's all I have for you. Please comment down below with any questions or if you have any suggestions at all on Korean products that you've been loving. I would love to know. Stay tuned for my next video about Korean beauty products. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.